What's up, y'all? What's good? Getting ready for the show. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hey everybody, it's your girl Ellie York and welcome back to my channel. I am back with an exciting character read from one of my faves, Miss Alayna, in the Uncovering the Black Rose Saga, Book 1, When Love Isn't Enough. I have a series that is 3 books long as of right now. You can see it right there. It's 3 books long as of right now, but I will be writing a 4th that is set to come out December 1st. Of 2018, so I'm really excited about it, and getting excited about that and sharing the ladies that I have grown to love. I'm going to do a series of videos. I've already put up a few for some of the characters already, Victoria and Taj, and guys, I'm really excited to share with you Alayna. Alayna she struggles with a lot of things that women face every day, with that self-doubt and that self-hate. And she's more of a breakout star in book 2 and really finding herself and finding her voice and figuring out who she is in book 2. But in this book, I love Alayna because she's just so raw. She's so genuine and she is very relatable for any woman that has ever dealt with feelings of inadequacy or insignificance. So I just completely love her and I'm really excited to share with you Alayna today. For those of you that don't know, my series is about 5 diverse women that go through things that everyday women face: domestic violence, pregnancy loss, divorce, relationship dissolution, finding new love, sex, happiness, sadness, everything you can think of. They go through it, and they go through it as friends. So it's really wonderful to be able to share Alayna's perspective with you, because she is one of the, I don't want to call her weaker, but she's one of the more vulnerable characters in the series, and I'm just very excited to share that with you all today. So I'm going to do the 5 questions, and I'll say the question, and then when I answer it, I'll be answering it from her perspective, so you get a really good feel for who she is. Alrighty, we got our wine, because it's wine o'clock somewhere, and we are ready to get started. Question number 1. Tell us about yourself. Well, my name is Alayna, and I'm in my mid-30s. I don't have a man. I don't have kids. I am an administrative assistant at a law firm. And, you know, to be honest with you, I'm not feeling like I accomplished what all I thought I would accomplish at the age of 30. I thought I would have a lot more than I do. And I'm really starting to feel the pressure and really not feeling like I found my voice yet. Question number 2. What is your main character flaw? My main character flaw is that I self-doubt a lot. I really don't believe in my abilities, or even, to be honest with you, know what they are at this point. Number 3. What do we need to know about you in this book? I feel like this book is one of those low points in my life. I am in my mid-30s. I'm watching all of my friends around me go and do amazing things and be fantastic people and be very successful in their respective fields. And I just kind of feel like I'm stagnant. I'm in the same job that I was when I first got out of college, and I am really just not moving forward. I don't know what I want, and I feel like by now I should know what I want. So I'm really just starting to feel the pressure, and it's evident in how I see myself in this book. Question number 4. What do you love most about yourself? This is a lot tougher than it should be. I think what I love most about myself is my ability to love. Even though I don't have much going on in my own life, I am able to provide unconditional love to my friends. I have a lot of guy friends. I have a lot of girlfriends, and I am an exceptional friend. So I would say my ability to provide love. And number 5, read us an excerpt from one of your favorite scenes. Well, this one's one of my favorite scenes because I actually get a little bit of action, but I'm going to stop before we get there because y'all ain't ready for that on YouTube, okay? Let's get to it. So again, this excerpt is from The Uncovering the Black Rose by Ella York. When Love Isn't Enough. And this chapter is one of my chapters, and it's entitled You Just Show Up at My Door. So here we go. I step out of the shower, massaging the kinks out of my neck. Grab the towel off the hook next to the shower and wrap it around my body. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and make my way into the bedroom. Sitting on the ottoman at the foot of my bed, I put lotion on my legs and torso. As I lotion my body, I ponder the predicament that I'm in. I spent a lot of time lonely, always surrounded by gorgeous men, but still lonely. How can you never be alone, but still so lonely? I'm left to wonder why. Why do they not find me attractive? Is it because I'm overweight? Is it because I'm too plain? Is it because I am the good girl? Or is it simply because they see me as one of the boys? I must admit that I'm not very exciting compared to other women. I'm not very spontaneous, and I don't lead an exciting life. However, I am a good woman, and I deserve to be happy. Why do all of these awful, gold-digging, materialistic, and cold-hearted women always finish first? It really is not fair. But then I look up at my reflection in the mirror and I realize that I'm a little bit less than beautiful at the moment. I sigh as I open the towel, revealing the stretch marks that have formed around my belly button and lightly dance across my breasts. I am instantly reminded of why I am alone. I fit no man's standard of beautiful. Every time I turn on the TV or open a magazine, I see beautiful women with flawless skin and the perfect body. I even think of my friends who are all absolutely gorgeous. How am I supposed to compete out there in a world like that? I'm constantly surrounded by Facebook posts and movies that tell me that because I'm overweight, I should be unhappy with myself and I should feel ashamed. I didn't used to believe it, but now as I sit here rounding out my 34th year on this planet, and I'm still alone, I am forced to think that maybe everyone is right. I reflect on the girls that date some of my best guy friends and how gorgeous and perfect they are. Being friends with a lot of powerful and attractive men, I see some beautiful women go through that revolving door. I look at myself one more time and sigh. I'm so tired of always being second best and feeling less than, feeling average. In that moment, my doorbell rings. It is well past 10 o'clock, so I look at my phone to see if I have any missed calls or messages that would explain my unexpected visitor. Nothing. I grab the statue off the mantle and turn it upside down to form a weapon. If someone tries to come into this apartment today, they have another thing coming. I look through the peephole and I see Antonio standing there covering his face. He looks completely broken. Without even thinking, I put the statue down and I whip the door open. This man, this 6'4" perfectly built man is standing in my doorway, looking like a 5-year-old child, broken, crying. I think the worst. I think, who just died? Without even giving me so much as a hello, he looks into my eyes and completely collapses onto my body. The sheer mass of his frame pushes me back into the apartment under the pressure, edging me out of the door frame. I guide him over to the couch and sit him down. I tell him that I will be right back. I rush over to the door to close and lock it. Then I run into the kitchen and secure a napkin. I hurry back to the couch and wipe away his tears. What's wrong, sweetheart? Tell me what's wrong. All he can get out between sobs is, she left me. My mind becomes a blur because his words don't make sense. Is he talking about his girlfriend? They have been together for 2 years. He loves her to pieces, and I thought she loved him back. She is one of those perfect girls I was thinking about earlier. It doesn't make sense because they seem so happy. She left me, he mumbles again. I feel like the wind has been knocked from beneath my sails. He cries. I reply, it's okay, sweetheart. Just tell me what happened. Once he can control his sobs enough to speak, he begins. I came home after practice like I do every day, and I saw that her bags were packed at the foot of the stairs. She came down the stairs and told me that she was not in love with me anymore. She said that she had found somebody else. I pleaded for her to reconsider, and she laughed in my face and told me that her decision was already made. The doorbell rang, and a guy was standing at the door. She gave him her bags. He looks at me with eyes full of tears. He continues. I just stood there, too shocked to move or speak. She grabbed my face, pulled my head down, and gave me a kiss on the forehead. She told me that it had been fun, and for me to take care of myself as she walked out the door. I just stared at him with tears in my eyes. After a moment, he took a deep breath and began again. When I finally regained control of my limbs, I drove around for hours not really knowing where I was going. Then, when I came out of what felt like a trance, I was at your door. I was frozen and didn't have any words to respond. He breaks down, consumed by his own thoughts. This time, he cries into my shoulder. I instinctively wrap my arms around his neck and pull him closer to me. In response, he wraps his large arms around my back and pulled me into him as he continued to cry. 5 minutes passed before his sobs started to lessen in frequency and intensity. All I could think about was the fact that my friend was devastated and he needed me. I'll get some wine, y'all, because it's about to get real up in here. I know that. I know what that means. Eventually, his cry was nothing more than muffled, very heavy breathing into my shoulder. He pulls away slightly and looks into my eyes. I don't recognize the look on his face. I have never seen him like this. I know my face is completely drenched with concern as I try to figure out what he is thinking. I know what he's thinking. I don't have to ponder that thought for very long because his lips press against mine. His kisses start out slow and soft at first, and then they increase in intensity. I don't know what is happening, but every nerve ending in my body is awakened. I know I should stop him because he is not thinking clearly and very emotional, but I can't. His body feels too damn good pressed against mine. It's been so long since I've been held by a man. This is Antonio we are talking about. I have to stop him. So I put my hand in the middle of his chest and push him away. He looks at me with a hunger in his expression that I can't explain, and his eyes are wild with passion. He looks deep into my eyes and says one word, please. What's she gonna do, y'all? I know what I would do. And on that note, we gonna stop right there because it's a little too spicy for you too. But if you get the book, you'll be able to see what happens. And I promise you won't be disappointed. If you like this type of video, please feel free to like and comment down below. If there is something that you have read in my books and you want to know more about it, or you have any questions about the girls, or you have Alayna questions, please feel free to write those down below and I'll respond to those as well. Thank you guys. You have a great day.